Hi my friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. I wanted to talk to you about the base today for our makeup and how I'm sort of working things out at the moment, and I've had to change things around. I've always seen the base and our skin as, imagine if you had a lovely painting, think of your eyes as the painting. Because that's where we do the work, isn't it? The artistry comes into it, really. But imagine you put it on a lovely wall, a wall that, to the best it could be, has been smoothed, evened out, sanded, and, plastered, and then the final top skim coat goes on, and it's as good as that wall could possibly be. When you put that painting on the wall, it'll enhance that painting and that painting will stand out. But if you just get the wall as it is, give it a quick dust over and then just put the top skim on and nothing else, when you put the painting on, it's not going to show as well. It's not going to look as good because it's not being framed by the best it possibly can be. So I've always seen that your skin is the wall and your eyes are the painting. So I take as much care as my base as I can. Now obviously most of that for any of us is skincare. That's first and foremost before we even think about what makeup we put on top. But today I just wanted to talk to you about the base of makeup, really. So foundations, CC creams, concealers and so forth. And what I found is best works for me. Now, I'll show you up close as I can. I've got just one thing on all over my face. Just one, well, I've got obviously highlight and blusher and so forth and all my makeup, but as far as my base, I've got no concealer. I've just got one foundation on. And I'll try to explain to you the best I can why I find that better, why that's working for me. I've tried so many different ways to conceal under here, so many different ways. I've done all the tricks with lightening here and the darker here, so that because light brings forward, dark takes back. So different textures, different types of concealer, light concealers, heavy concealers like Shape Tape and so forth. I've tried it and I haven't found anything that, if I'm really honest, hasn't made them look worse. For me, I know I've got some friends here that do it and can conceal underneath and it looks amazing. But for me, for my skin, maybe I haven't got what it takes to do it, I don't know. But I cannot get it that it doesn't look worse. As far as base goes, for me now, at my age, with my skin as it is, less is more. Definitely less is more. So I've got only foundation up to my eyes, nothing else. Yes, you can still see the dark. Yeah, it's not going to go away. But if I try to conceal that, and I can conceal the dark, but the texture just doesn't look right. And to be honest, I'd rather have that than a crepey look or a heavier texture look on my eyes. I prefer that sort of look. But I'll tell you how I do it, and I'll tell you how I can get foundation right up here. So stay watching. So back to my bathroom again. I have to tell you a quick story first. This isn't the first time I've attempted to film this. I tried to do it yesterday. Anyway, I'm standing in front of my bathroom sink and my camera is attached to the latch on my window. I thought securely in the frame. Obviously I've got a little tripod here, it's moving it now, a little gorilla tripod that links over my window frame, and then I've got a mobile attachment on top of that to hold my phone, which obviously wasn't tight enough. In my wonderful imagination of how I should do this, I thought, well, I need to wash my hands, so I filled the sink with water. Now, can you guess the rest? You can guess the rest, can't you? Phone, loose in the holder, sink full of water. I'll insert a little film. Okay, so let's hope only me. Let's hope I can do better this time. Now, at the moment I am just dampening my beauty blender. Okay, so as I said, I've tried so many different ways, so many different things, and I can't zoom this camera in, but you can see how dark this is here, can't you? And you can see that it's actually, if I look down, you can see my eye bags. If I look up, you can't see them so much. And you can't see the dark, can you, so much? That's because that is a reflection of the bag. Look like that? The skin's not dark, it's just the reflection of the bag. So I have tried, like I said to you, umpteen different things to try and solve that. At the moment, as I said, definitely for me, less is more. So I've got all my prep on my face. You know, I've cleansed it, and I've got all my daily stuff on, my vitamin C and sunscreen, and I've got on I'll show you what I've got on. I've got on a Q10. Oh, you can't see because it's really bright there. That's my, you know, I love my Lacura, so that's a serum. So that's what I've got on. I'll give that a little while to sink into my skin. So for the whole of my face, I use 2 pumps of foundation. Today I am using the Infallible 24 Hour by L'Oreal, and the shade is 120 Vanilla. So 2 little pumps of foundation, and then vitamin E oil, 1 drop. That's it, just 1 drop. Then I mix that in with the foundation on the back of my hands, and I dot that over my face, including up under my eye. And my lid. That's that. Now, it's going to come a bit closer for you. We'll work that in. Use that in. I might try and get one of those little blenders. I've never had one, you know, the ones that go more into the corners and everything. I do love the Real Techniques blender. But I want to get one of those, they do the little ones, don't they? Spend a little time and you'll have a little bit more time because of the oil. And it feels nice as well. It feels nice with the oil in it. I love that vitamin E oil. It's really such a reasonably priced one, but you know I love my Super Drug vitamin E. It really is a lovely range. But I particularly like that oil. So spend a little time, you know, make sure it's all blended. Around the nose area, Make sure you get into the corners. And I can go right up under my eye, into that corner, into that corner. Okay, now, that is now all I do. I don't put any concealer under my eyes. I just use my foundation. That will dry. At the moment it's still a little tacky, obviously, but it will dry. It won't dry chalky. It won't dry down so that it goes into my lines. I will show you when I've got all my makeup on anyway, won't I? You'll be able to see. But it won't dry into my lines. It's not completely hidden anything, but I'd rather this. I'd rather this than everything I've tried to try and conceal under my eyes. Because honestly, I think I make them look worse. I think this is just better. If I can get up closer, I just think that's better than trying to conceal it too much. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so they're my little tricks. What do you think? Do you think it's okay like this? I feel more comfortable. I don't feel that I can't sort of close my eyes, or sometimes if I've got heavy concealer I'll close my eyes, you can see it. It just doesn't work for me at all. And the lighter ones don't cover it at all. I love Maybelline's Age Rewind, you know, I think that's great. But even that can crease on me. Here, I think because my problem is so much there, I wouldn't ignore it. I wouldn't say I'm just going, oh, never mind about it. I don't feel like that. But I certainly feel that less is more. And I would rather invest my money instead of trying, especially being on a budget, I would rather invest in something that will cover that, something that will make my skin look better. So instead of buying umpteen concealers and colour correctors and everything else that I've spent my money on, I'm going to try and save and just stick to It Cosmetics CC cream or something like that, because it's just the one base. But I'd rather work on the artistry and you know, the shapes and so forth, because I really think my skin looks better with the less is more. Okay, so thanks for joining me today as always. I'll see you again on Monday. No, I'll see you again on Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday. You take care of yourselves and have a lovely weekend. Thanks for being here with me. I love you all, darlings. Bye. Bye.